Unintelligent magpies. A magpie is a very intelligent bird. Every time people had a joyful event, magpies would loudly chirp congratulating them. That's why people fell in love with these birds. It is said that they can predict any event. However, even such intelligent birds do stupid things. Daddy Magpie, together with his family, lived in a high tree. In winter, he predicted that the summer and fall would be inclement, which meant that a strong wind might blow the nest away. The Daddy Magpie thought with a very smug look, "It's great to be able to predict the weather. You can prepare in advance for a storm. The nest should be covered." The family consulted on the best course of action and began preparations. The magpies were busy for several days and eventually moved their home from the top of the tree to the lower branches. When a strong wind blew, the magpie's nest was safe. Everyone marveled at the Daddy Magpie's decision. Who would have thought that this decision would lead to another disaster? It turned out that the magpie's nest was now too close to the ground. As adults passed by, they reached out, easily reached into the nest, and carried the chicks away. Children were even more cunning. They often pulled out magpie eggs with a bamboo pole. The clever magpies took steps to avoid future hardship, but they forgot to protect themselves from closer disaster. The parable of the magpies teaches us to carefully evaluate a situation from all sides. If we focus on only one of the dangers and forget about the other, disaster is bound to happen. This is interesting. A magpie in China is considered a symbol of happiness and brings good luck. The image of a magpie placed on the top of the branch of any tree or on a plum tree is a lucky sign. The origin of the word magpie is also quite interesting. It is said that in ancient times, the magpie was called the black bird because of the distinctive coloring of its feathers. However, people often held weddings in the 12th month of the lunar calendar, and at this time of year magpies lived in a tree called lame, winter blossom, near which celebrations were sometimes held. The people thought that calling these birds black was unfortunate and combined the characters, red as la, alluding to winter blossom, and red as niao, and meaning bird. This is how the character, red as k, was formed, and the magpie came to be called shichue, si, happy, k, magpie. In addition, according to Chinese folklore, every year on the evening of the 7th day of the 7th month of the lunar calendar, all magpies fly to the Milky Way to join their wings and build a magpie bridge, for the rendezvous of magpie and weaver. Therefore, in Chinese culture, the magpie bridge is a symbol of happiness and love.